I'm Mr. Burdick-Rutz, and I'm here to give you a quick little tutorial on hosting our Spirit of Champions band tournament this coming weekend from the perspective of a visitor, a spectator, as well as the perspective of a band. First, I'm going to show you the main entrance, which you're all familiar with, of course. This is where we enter to come into the stadium lot. We call it our junior lot, and this is going to be reserved for spectators. For the buses and trucks, we're going to send them one more driveway down to the front of the school, near the office, near the flagpole. That's where we're parking all the trucks and the buses. All vehicles carrying students, carrying spectators, we're going to park them here. And of course, in the overflow lot, which is the senior lot. We'll drive you around to see that and some of the other aspects of the tournament. Come on, let's go. Okay, we've moved down to campus, obviously, to the entrance of the stadium. And this is the band entrance only, very much like game nights. This is where the bands are going to be entering. It's going to be like a British freeway where bands are going to be entering on this side, exiting on the opposite side. It's really just one entry and exit point for the bands. As I was mentioning, we have an overflow lot for our spectators. I'm going to point you off in this direction, and this is it. We also know it as the senior lot. So that will be overflow. We're not putting any of our band's equipment trucks or any other band related buses, for example, there because it's too loud. It's too close to the stadium. Speaking of being too loud, if the judges need to get away, and we do have a scheduled break for them, we have a judges room only, and that's going to be located in this corner room right here. And that's our judges hospitality room. We're going to try to keep people from going in there, with the exception of those that are hosting them. Speaking of judges, we were also going to reserve some VIP parking for them as well as the band directors just right here. It's pretty close to the stadium, pretty close to where they're going to be for awards. Awards, of course, will be out at the stadium. We're also going to have, you can't see it now, but we're going to have a tent, a very large tent right out here in the green throws area, and that will be the hospitality for the band directors and the coaches that are visiting us. So we look forward to hosting them. And then finally, where are you going to check in when you arrive? Well, just down this direction, near the entry by the gym, we're going to have our check-in booth, and that'll be check-in for bands, check-in for volunteers. It's just going to be a lot easier to have everybody go to one spot, and that'll be our check-in table. But there's still more to see. I'm going to show you where the bands are warming up, where our storage for props is going to be, and where color guards have the option of warming up as well. Let's take you there. Here's our prop storage area. We know it as the backside of the gym, the basketball courts, but we're going to try to neatly put everybody's props, backdrops, front covers, everything that they need for a successful show back here without disrupting the flow of the doors. We're also going to have restrooms open and available for the ladies on this side. That's the ladies' locker room, and the gentlemen on this side. Okay, come on, we got more to see. I'm taking you to the tennis courts. That's where the color guard are gonna warm up. We're here at the tennis courts. This is an optional place for color guards to warm up. They don't have to. Each band and color guard is being assigned a zone on campus, and the guards can warm up near their band, of course, if they would like. If they would like their own quiet area, the tennis courts are gonna offer that. Come on, I'll show you. Let's go inside. So we have these courts on this side, plus on the other side of the wall, we'll have some additional courts. I don't know if we'll really need that much space with the amount of color guards that we're gonna have, but nonetheless, it's here and available for them. There's one more thing I wanna show you. When it gets dark, we have this button here that groups can push, and the lights will come on after 6 o'clock. Then there's a big light right here at the top. You'll see that orange light. When it starts flashing, it means the lights are gonna go off. If you happen to be around the tennis courts at the time that you see that flashing, just come in here and hit that again, and it'll keep the lights on. I've let each of the directors know that as well, but it's brand new to them. So hopefully that can help their cause in keeping the lights on. Thanks, let's keep going. Okay, we're here at the quad. The area that you see behind me, we know as where the band goes for their tennis block, the band room, rehearsal room, the gym, the PAC. This is a quiet zone, actually. This is too close to the stadium, and groups can get penalized if they're playing here or in that direction. So we want to be good hosts, of course, and let them know that when groups are in competition, we want to try to keep the sound going the opposite direction. So I'm going to spin you around and show you that The route that groups are going to be going is this direction toward the stadium, which is toward our trailer and wrapping around to the outdoor basketball courts where they'll find their props. But behind me are all of the warm-up zones that the groups can use, including the senior lawn. That's okay. That's totally fine. That the groups can warm up there. As a matter of fact, that's where the Spirit of Great Oak is assigned to warm up, as long as our sound is going away from the stadium. Let's hop in the golf cart and I'll show you each of the warm-up zones. They're labeled 1 through 6, and it'll be important for not only us to know that, but then to be able to show our guests. Let's go. Everybody. I am in my golf cart and we're headed down the campus quad. I'm going to show you all of the different warm-up zones, starting with working our way through that covered lunch area where we saw the Spirit of Great Oak do their premiere performance at the end of summer. Seems like yesterday. And the very first warm-up zone that we're going to come to is warm-up zone number 1. That's our senior lawn. We're also going to have these restrooms open and available for students. Right across over here literally across from it is warm-up zone number 2, that open space. And then we're going to work our way toward the library, and we're calling this our warm-up space or warm-up zone number 3. And groups can utilize this space as well as the area underneath the covered area here. Warm-up zone 4 is pretty big. I'm going to take you to that right now. It's right here at the flagpole. So you see the flagpole and the area on the left and the right side of the flagpole is warm-up zone number 4. Let's keep going. I'll show you warm-up zone number 5. We're going to work our way back toward the office. This is the back side of the office. Maybe you don't see this a lot. But this area right over here by this covered lunch area on the far side of campus, and all this open area is warm-up zone number 5. Warm-up zone number 6. It's just on the opposite side of it. As I spin us around, hopefully you're not getting motion sick. Here is warm-up zone number 6. But wait, there's more. I'm gonna spin you around yet one more time. Hang in there. I'll try to treat it like a roller coaster. How's that sound? And we're gonna work our way around to an entry point that I think is really important for people to know, because a lot of these bands, as you're well aware, come in with a lot of big props, and they're gonna wonder, how are we gonna get these big props inside the school with all of these gates? Well, there's your answer straight ahead. We're gonna have this gate open and available for students and boosters to bring all of their equipment and props through this big gate. And then of course we'll have the other gates open out front, in front of the school, but those will be limited to keyboard instruments, drums, other percussion instruments, color guard instruments, what you can walk through. Okay, so that's the tour of the school. I've got one more thing to show you, and that's inside the stadium. We'll see you down there. Okay, and we are where it all happens. Of course, this is where we want the kids to feel welcome and get excited about their performance for the audience. I'm gonna show you, this is obviously the main spectator seating. Everybody that's sitting there will need to have a gold wristband, while everybody that's seated on this side is going to have a blue wristband. That's mainly the performers, of course, and they'll have some chaperones with them. And then behind me, I'm gonna show you the snack shack, and we already know that that's where concessions are served at football games. It's where we're gonna be serving our concessions as well. It's where we're gonna need a lot of assistance in prep and sales, and that includes patches, food, apparel. So we're really looking forward, and here's the big one, the airgrams. Students have been loving the airgrams, and yes, we are selling those. So we're looking forward to a great day. We thank you for coming out and checking out this tutorial. And here's a message from our booster president, Enrique Perez.
Hello, Spirit of Great Oak, and all our families helping out. We are really looking forward to this amazing experience that we're going to be able to partake in for the full day. We really need all of your support, and I think that this will put us in a good stronghold for be able to build our program. There's lots of opportunities, and I think the greatness of our program is because all of you make it for all our children. So thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you.